Quarter growth came in at 5.04%, marginally better than the same period in 2022. Statistics Indonesia also noted that domestic consumption was the key driver for the economy, offsetting lagging exports. It said the main contributor to the gross domestic product growth included household consumption, which grew 4.82%, adding that investment also grew. Exports were up just 1.32% year-on-year, while imports contracted 1.65%. Economists warn of a further slowdown in growth in the coming months as Indonesia tightens monetary policy and commodity demand continues to weaken. They forecast that growth in advanced economies will struggle and that commodity prices will remain subdued, suggests that exports will remain weak. They believe that the economy is set to struggle over the coming quarters.
China's e-commerce logistic index, an indicator of logistics operations in the e-commerce sector, stood at 125.3 points in January, hitting a record high over the past 2 years. This is according to the data released by the China Federation of Logistics and Purchasing today.
Elaborating further on the matter, the Federation said the e-commerce logistics index showed a steady rebound in January with good performance on both the supply and demand sides. According to the Federation, local specialty foods become mainstream consumer goods for the upcoming Spring Festival, also known as the Chinese New Year, and buying fresh goods via e-commerce platforms has also become one of the main channels for Spring Festival shopping, thanks to the rapid development of instant retail services. The e-commerce logistic index is compiled based on data from JD.com, a major online retailer in China. The baseline index was set up at 100 points.
Meanwhile, China's service outsourcing industry posted a steady expansion last year, with firms in the country signing service outsourcing contracts worth close to about $400 million, up 17.6% year-on-year.
Outsourcing is a cost-cutting measure in which businesses hire an outside party to perform services and create goods previously performed in-house by the company's own employees and staff. Service outsourcing in China is typically divided into 3 subsectors, namely information technology outsourcing, business process outsourcing, and knowledge process outsourcing. Each of these categories saw substantial growth in 2023. Offshore knowledge process outsourcing saw the value of contracts for offshore soaring 18.4%, reaching $62.8 billion. Business process outsourcing growth was not far behind at 17.8%, hitting $23.9 billion. Even the already substantial information technology outsourcing sector saw a significant 13.1% growth to hit $27.7 billion. In addition, the value of offshore service outsourcing contracts and those fulfilled undertaken by the 37 service outsourcing demonstration cities nationwide accounted for 88.5% and 87.4% of the national total respectively.
Samsung Electronics Chairman Lee Jae-yong was found not guilty of accounting fraud and stock manipulation by a Seoul court today in a case about 2015 merger of Samsung affiliates that prosecutors said was designed to cement its control of the tech group.
In the merger case, prosecutors accused Lee and other former executives of violating the Capital Markets Act to engineer a merger between Samsung's CNT and Shale Industries that rode roughshod over the interests of minority shareholders. Prosecutors had asked for a 5-year jail term last November. Lee denied wrongdoing, arguing that he and other executives acted on the belief the merger would benefit shareholders. The surprise ruling could still be appealed to by prosecutors. The sentence prevents a return to jail for Lee, who was convicted in 2017 of bribing a friend of former President Park Geun-hye. He served 18 months of a 30-month sentence and was pardoned in 2022 by current President Yoon Suk-yeol, with the government saying he was needed to help overcome a national economic crisis.
US intends further strikes on Iran-backed group. There are more coming up in our foreign segment. The United States